in the building. The great. There's so many things to add. I know we got a big things to talk about, big movies coming out, but we got the one and only leader of the Wu-Tang Clan, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. What's up, man?
What up, yo? Resurrector inside your sector. Whatever.
Good to see you, brother, man. Good to see you out here in the Bay Area, brother.
Indeed.
With big things to talk about. We know everybody want to talk music, but we have something bigger. Your dreams are coming true. You hang with a plan. You putting it out for the people. There's a brand new movie you about to give to the world.
Yes, indeed. It's called One Spoon of Chocolate, starring Shamik Moore, Paris Jackson, Blair Underwood, you know what I mean, RZA Siler, just to name a few. Action-packed, bro. Yeah. Action, revenge, served in a way that only the RZA could serve it. You know what I mean? And we also got my brother Quentin Tarantino executive producing and presenting this thing. So it's one of those, how can I say it? It's a banger.
Yeah.
It's another Wu banger. You know what I mean?
Where'd the passion for this particular film come from, man?
I mean, you know, this is my fourth feature film.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my first film, Man with the Iron Fist, I wrote that one and I directed it. But then on my second film, I just became a hired gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was Love Beats Rhymes. And on my third film, once again, a hired gun, Cutthroat City. But I realized that I had a magnetism for talent. You know what I mean? Like I'm able to bring together artists from all walks to come and play with me. And then on this particular project, it was like, well, let me go back to my own pen game and write it myself. And it just, you know, I started to write something different, though, to be honest with you. But the energy just flowed to this. It just flowed to like, nah, this is what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I was kind of guided by the universe, sitting on the back of a tour bus, the New York State of Mind tour. We was on that tour organized. On the back of that bus, I'm traveling across the country, and my pen is just writing these characters, writing this dialogue. And when I finished it, let my wife read it first, and she said, "Yo, this is dope, yo." Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Well, let's make a movie."
Now, when you make things, you always give us what we're missing. What was the film game missing that you put in this film to give to us?
Yo, to be honest, it's like, you know, the film game is kind of, you know, it's repetitive. It's pretty cookie cutter, and it's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
But the films that stand out be the ones that go against that grain. You know, you think about a film like Pulp Fiction, you didn't know what to expect. Your mind and your whole experience changed, right? And then also when you think about the culture, right? You know, like there's not a lot of films coming from our culture. It has our culture in it, but it's always an interpretation of it. You know what I mean? So in this capacity, this film is unpredictable in its content of what our characters are going through. This film is full of the culture, made from a man from the culture, so you could feel the hip hop in it, even though it's not a hip hop movie. You know what I mean? You just could feel it. And then I would say also what I think films be missing is that they don't include every emotion. You know, I mean, you go to a comedy, you go to laugh. You might get a moment of sad, but you go to laugh. You go to an action, it's just, you know, you go for action. To me, as an artist, you know what I mean, we said this on our first album, Wu-Tang Clan, we attack your emotions. And so my art has to do all of that. So there's going to be moments when you're going to be like laughing. There's going to be moments when you ain't going to be laughing, bro. You're going to be grabbing your seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's going to be moments where you're going to be cheering. And so to me, that's what you want. It's like you want that rhythm of emotions, and One Spoon of Chocolate, it delivers that.
So you got like a new cult classic under your hand, what you're telling me.
You know, cult classic at least, but it you know, I think it has the potential to just be a classic. Yeah. You know what I mean? A classic, like to me, yo, and I'm saying this with just what my chi told me, it's like it was like, yo, when I finished watching it after the first cut, I was like, yo, this shit is like a 36 Chambers.
Right.
It's actually a shifter. You know what I mean? An energy shifter, another way of looking at it, another way of playing with those toys. Toys meaning these cameras, these actors, these stories. I think I played with it in a way that's fresh. You know what I mean? And like when 36 Chambers came out, people didn't know what to expect, right? It was new, it was fresh, and it made you want more of it. I think I'm on the same chamber now with the film. I think I finally arrived as a filmmaker to give us a film that will stick with you like 36 Chambers.
When you put together the crew, with the whole idea, the whole Wu-Tang Clan, that passion you have from putting that music, that together, is that the same passion? And what was the switch to get into the film game? Is it like starting all over, being a young guy again, being like, I got to do it like this?
Yeah, I mean, it was starting over. You know what I mean? It was learning as you go, right? But, you know, I use music as an analogy here. Like, you think about me as Prince Rakeem and trying to go through Tommy Boy and not being successful, but still getting in the game.
Yeah.
But then going back and saying, yo, I'm going to do it my way. That's the same thing I feel like in film. I feel like the first time I did my first film, you know, and that's a cult classic, right, man, of the Iron Fist.
Right.
But I didn't know what I know now.
Right.
I wasn't seasoned. So now that I know, it's almost like this particular art is intentional. Like when I made 36 Chambers, it was intentional. It was like, yo, I'm making this. Like when I say, you could bleep this word, when I say Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, that was an intention to say that. When we say, yo, Clan in the front, that was an intention. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with this one spoon of chocolate, because one spoon of chocolate, it could change the whole glass of milk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's an intention.
That's what's up, man. For those lucky enough in the Bay Area, we have a screening going on at the Alamo Draft House. If they're lucky enough, we can try to make that happen for them.
Yeah, if y'all lucky enough, I think we got like 10 tickets we could give away because it's kind of packed in there.
Right.
But the Alamo Draft House, what a theater, right? You could
classic.
Get you a burger in that mug. You know?
Good food, scenery, the seats is all nice.
Yeah.
For the rest of the world, when they can see the movie.
This movie comes out May 1st in theaters all around the country. So that means if you're an AMC stub holder, you could get into it. If you're a Regal member, you could get into it.
Yeah.
If you're Cinemark, whatever, you could get into it. And so it's going to be in theaters all around the country May 1st. And for those who under the Bay Area, so you could, you know, shout out to Oakland, you know what I mean? Shout out to San Jose, you know what I mean? Shout out to, of course, San Francisco, when we could keep going now. Shout out to Tracy. Like, it seems like y'all building a whole new, it's like a new community popping up over there,
We're
bro.
moving. A lot of
Y'all
folks moving from
yo.
the big city out that way.
Yeah, I saw something called, what was it? Carbona or something like that.
Carbone?
Yeah, like that, like another new area. I was like,
Might be. I'm trying to keep up.
yeah,
So
bro,
much.
it's on. But anyway, shout out to Bay. But if you want to do something unique, there's a theater in LA called The Vista.
Yeah.
And we're going to be showing the film on 35 millimeter. A lot of films don't get shown on 35 millimeter.
Right.
So we do have some 35 millimeter prints, and it'll be showing in certain theaters. And The Vista is going to stay there for 2 weeks. So if you want to take a quick vacation down to the southern part of California, you can go down there and check it out, yo. Bung, bung.
Here's a question for you, man, because you all your life, and you can tell through the music that you have been a film lover. How important is going to the theater to you?
I mean, I think it's vital, right? I think it's super important because it's a communal experience. When you go to the theaters, for a moment, nothing else exists but that movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you could transport yourself to wherever that movie is taking you. And you could do it with an audience of people that you don't know, but yet they're on that same journey with you. And I think that's important, because, of course, there's no place like home, right? But cinema is made for cinema. Like, it's made for the sound. It's made for the 12-point speakers. It's made for the 70-foot screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you get it back to your crib, I mean, you got to change that format. Like, you ever watch a movie on the plane? It's like, this film has been formatted to fit your screen.
Right.
It wasn't made to be on that screen. It was made for this full experience. And so to me, it's important. I mean, film has taught me a lot. It's given me a lot. And I advise, anybody, to definitely take some time to go to your movie theater, get you some good popcorn and enjoy a couple of hours away from the world and go into the world that the art is trying to take you into.
And see it with people. It's different when we see it all together. Home is always fun because it's comfortable. But I miss seeing it together. Yeah. Brother answer the phone in the corner. So you're like, yo, my man.
Somebody yelling at the screen.
Right. Like, oh, hell no, get the gun.
Hey, bro, we showed this film in New York, right? And man, they was yelling at the screen like it was the 70s, bro. You know what I
Word.
mean? And then we did it in Chicago. And in Chicago, they wasn't yelling at the screen, but you kept hearing like, oh, yeah, And at the end, standing ovation, bro.
Incredible.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those joints.
Once again, tell them the release date of the movie, man.
May 1st, in theaters everywhere. One Spoon of Chocolate. Quentin Tarantino presents RZA's One Spoon of Chocolate. Shamik Moore, Paris Jackson. Yo, go check it out. Bong bong.
And most importantly, you're being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
Huge.
That's huge, yo. That's like, what can I say about that? That's the most, I say in the last, I don't know, maybe almost, I don't know, a long time.
Yeah.
It made me feel like a kid.
Word.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't feel like a kid no more. We men out
Right.
here doing what we do, and you don't get a chance to be a kid. When they made that announcement, bro, I was giddy like a kid that passed his class or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like I got a great report card or something, bro. I was like, I don't know. My wife, she told me at dinner they did it. The way they did it was my partner, Tyler, he was like, let's have dinner. You know, this is like before the announcement. So they gave me like a couple of, gave me a little head start on it, right? And so we go there. I'm like, yeah, I can make it. Then my wife's like, I want to go too. I was like, oh, you can go. You want to go, right? But I didn't know, she wanted. I didn't know she was coming. So I get there. She came with me, and got some champagne in the corner. And my partner, he's there, and they pop the bottle, and then she says, I want to make a toast. She says, congratulations, you have made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So they had set it all up like that. And I had the big Kool-Aid smile, you know what I mean? Which is good because, when you see my pictures, RZA don't smile too much.
Right.
But I had the big smile on my face. And I just felt like a kid, because for me, my first house I ever bought was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
So many times, bro, I drove past the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In fact, I visited it. You know what I mean? Like,
Word.
it was like I had to drive past it just to get home. And so I never kind of fathomed that I'm going to be in that building as an inductee. So it's a great achievement. And on behalf of myself and the entire Wu-Tang Clan, this is a good one. We all feel good about it.
Brother, how many waves of greatness have you had from the spark of this idea? I mean, I know Wu-Tang is forever, but this is like a new forever right here.
It's a bong, 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 bong.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Does it ever become a lot overwhelming how much this is?
I don't want to say overwhelming, but like I said, bro, like Big Von, to be able to feel like a kid, right?
Yeah.
That's, I mean, look, to me, that's like a joy, right?
Yeah.
Like, even when you get a new song or you hear something that's like that, you know what I mean? Like,
You bring it back.
yeah, you start moving a little different, even though we mature, we live in this, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's good to always get that little charge of energy if you're blessed to do so. And I've been blessed to get those moments, y'all. So,
Hey, man, I'm a day oneer, so I'm proud, like a proud parent. You know what I mean? I've been here since I can't believe this is happening right now. The RZA's here. I thank you for coming, man. I thank you for coming to the area all these years, blessing us with all this greatness, man.
Respect.
And I know there's more in your future.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Bong, bong. Peace.